and we looked at the idea that when you're looking for least common multiples, we're using multiplication tables, and when we're finding the greatest common factors, we're dividing. So let's see what numbers we can divide into 2, starting with 1. So 2 can be divided by 1, can be divided by 2, and that's it. 3 can be divided by 1, and it can be divided by 3. 4 can be divided by 1, 2, and 4 itself. So what's common here? Well, the only thing that's common with all of them is 1. So with 1, 3, 4, the greatest common factor is going to be 1. Let's look at the next one. Okay. 2 can be divided by 1, and 2 can be divided by itself, 2. 3 can be divided by 1, and it can be divided by itself, 3. 6 can be divided by 1. It can also be divided by 2. It can be divided by 3. And since we're at the halfway point, we can skip all the way to 6 itself. So what's common here? The only thing that's common with all 3 of them is, once again, 1. So the greatest common factor is 1. 1 can be divided into all of those. Okay. So with 4, 1 can be divided into 4, also 2. Then we're halfway there, so that means we can jump all the way to 4. Okay, so these can be divided into 4. Now 10, 1 can be divided into 10, 2 can be divided into 10, not 3, not 4, but 5. And now that we're halfway through 10, we can jump down to 10 itself. 20. 20 can be divided by 1, can be divided by 2, can be divided by 3, but it can be divided by 4. It can be divided by 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, not 9, but it can be divided by 10. And since we're halfway through 20, we can jump to 20 itself and say it can be divided by 20. Now common factors are 1. 1s are common factors. The 2s are also common factors. And any other common factors? Nope, that's it. So we have 1s that are common, 2 that are common. The greatest of these common factors is the 2s. So the greatest common factor is 2. Okay. With 9. 9 can be divided by 1. So let's change this output. 9 can also be divided by 3. Can't be divided by 2. Not by 4, not by 5. And we're halfway there, so we'll go over to 9. So it can be divided by 1, 3, and 9. 15 can be divided by 1. Cannot be divided by 2. Can be divided by 3. Not 4, but can be divided by 5. Not 6, not 7. And that's halfway, so we'll jump all the way to 15. Okay. 30 can be divided by 1. Can be divided by 2. Can be divided by 3. Cannot be divided by 4, but can be divided by 5. Can be divided by 6. Not 7, not 8, not 9. It can be divided by 10. Not 11, not 12, not 13, not 14, not 15. Can be divided by 15. And since we're halfway there, we'll go all the way to 30 here. So it's common. The 1s are common factors. The 3s are also common factors. And that's the end of the common factors. So the greatest common factor with 9, 15, and 30 would be 3.